It is open, my friends, while toils have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Aberrated where we play TTRPGs and have a hoot here on YouTube. Last time we left off this wonderful crew here in Ethereal, Schnozboop and friends were travelling through the mystical place of the Globshag Marshes. Before they got there, they had an encounter with a bunch of rolling melons, which were confusing. Made a deal that I don't think player remembers, but he couldn't actually make this deal because Julian's out of money, and he told them that. But told Admiral Sabre that Julian, who's out of money, is going to pay her 10,000 gold pieces for a luxury cruise all the way to Ariastead. So we'll see how those consequences go down in the future. Now they are one day into the Globshag Marshes. Things seem very calm for the morning time. The only person awake right now is actually BT. They took the last watch with no one else taking watch.
Thought things weren't calm. I thought I had 8 things of not being calm.
8 things? Who said it was 8 things?
You did?
No, you rolled an 8. BT, go
Yeah.
ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh no. At advantage?
No.
Let's see here. Where's my character sheet? Will end up being dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. With your dirty 20, you see a lot of leaves as you are currently all camped high up into the trees. You would have left a nice clean view down to the ground. As you see some of the light breaking through, something you notice is on the ground itself, it still looks like darkness beneath you. And where light rays would go and touch the ground, you're not seeing the ground through this darkness.
Okay, that doesn't seem normal. Let's cycle through the views and see what we see.
You see a lot of darkness. You see the ground. Nothing strange or out of the ordinary.
No energies. It's just something is blocking the view of the ground, but the ground is still there.
Go ahead and give me either an insight check or an intelligence roll.
I don't think either one of those is going to be good, but... Yeah, they're both straight up rolls, so it doesn't matter.
So 9. Yeah, it's nothing's popping out to you right now. Schnozboop, I see that hand.
Yes, question.
And
I noticed I am not at full health. Did I take damage from that heart attack? Or should I be at full health?
Did take damage. You should be at full health. Everyone, go ahead and hit the long rest button. This is technically happening at the end of your long rest. So you should all be long rested. Good clarification. Thank you, Schnozboop. Let's see.
Probably should err on the side of caution. How close is it to actually wake up time?
They've probably got like 30 minutes left until normally people would start waking up. Is anyone in this party early risers? That's a good question, actually.
Early bird gets the worm.
Figured now wouldn't be.
I do think Snozboop would normally be so, but he just had a heart attack. So
maybe
this
not.
day, no.
Okay. It's a little close. What were you thinking, BT? What are you about to do?
I'm just determining if I should be waking people up or if they're going to be waking up on their own. I think if it's that close and I don't see anything climbing trees to attack us, I'll just continue to watch. I'll pay extra close attention, but I'm not waking anybody up.
Okay.
Just because of this at the moment.
We'll skip forward another few minutes then. BT, go ahead and give me... you can give me a perception check for this one. And Iago, give me a con saving throw. Let's see if you wake up.
Okay.
17?
Did you say 11?
17.
Oh, 17. I think I heard 11 because I was looking at the 11. 11.
23.
23? Yeah, okay. Iago, you are waking up as BT. You are realizing that darkness has risen by about 3 feet. And when you cycle through your primordial vision, it looks like the ground itself has risen another 3 feet. That's when the system clicks. Right now, the top of the darkness is registering as the ground for your primordial vision. Iago, you're awake.
I'm going to start waking people up. And since Iago is awake, I'll say, is that normal, the ground coming up is darkness? Or is that something we should be worried about?
I'm going to look down. Is that a gas?
Go ahead and give me a survival check. It's your favorite area. You're not a ranger, but being part of the Fallen Fists, you're the equivalency thereof. So this is with advantage.
Well, that's good because I rolled
Only
a 1.
in the marshes.
And then I rolled a 20. 25.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you know exactly what this is. This is the Devouring Death. Run.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately sound alarm and be, we need to go now, we need to leave, come on, everyone, up.
In the trees.
Can a guy get a full 8 hours?
No, unless you want to be dead by the end of them. Let's go.
As you all wake up and start moving more, BT, as you're watching it, tendrils of this darkness start wrapping up around the tree, and it starts picking up its pace and climbing up closer towards you all.
We really must run. This is the worst. This is absolutely horrible. We will die. We gotta go. I'm gonna start trying to move away from it as best as I can through the tree tops.
How do we run in the trees?
Grab his things and run, sort of half asleep still, towards his friend.
We are going to do a little bit of a switcheroo here, and we're going to do a loose-based initiative count here. So I'm going to give you all the chances of actions here. This mist is about 30 feet away from you, and it's traveling much quicker at this point. Where you see it touching the bark is turning into a gray ashen shape and starting to shrivel up underneath it. You're all in hammocks. It's going to take you a while to pack those up. So, you can grab your backpack. Otherwise, you're going to have to leave some things. But as you started it off, Schnosbu, we'll give it over to you first.
Okay, so Snozboop has no idea what's happening besides that there is terror. So
Accurate.
he will look to see. I can never remember because Vaughn keeps changing his character name and make it confusing. Iago. I'm gonna look to see what Iago is doing. Is he leaving his items or is he running?
Just my bed.
Which is your hammock.
I don't need. I don't need that anymore.
You don't need your hammock. If you don't need your hammock, I don't need my hammock. So I'm running without my hammock, just with my backpack on.
Okay. How? You're in the trees. A good 40 or so feet up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not realize we had camped in that manner. I see.
And for good reason.
Okay.
We'd be dead if we hadn't.
Okay. Do we have anything? We do. We do have a thing that we would like to do. We're going to Misty Step.
Hey, okay.
Away and down.
Away and down. Misty Step, what's the range?
Yeah, I think I still will fall a bit.
I think so.
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, so you can Misty Step, absolutely. You don't want to go straight down, because if you go straight down, you'll be ending in the base of a big old pool of darkness that you can see that's starting to crawl its way up. You can go... My brain's trying to do the Pythagorean, the actual math. Screw that. You can go at an angle of like 20 feet and take up. It'd be a drop of 10 feet, so it'd just be 1d6. Wouldn't be that bad.
Will do so.
Okay.
2 damage for me.
Oh, I roll that.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna let you take my joys.
Fair enough.
3 damage for you. Upgraded it by 1. Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah.
All right, I am down there. Then I will use the rest of my 25 feet of speed to run.
To scurry away.
I am going to stay.
Scotch.
I'm not going to run past Iago because I don't know where I'm
you
going.
kind of have to. Iago's still in the tree.
Well, I mean, we're doing this simultaneously in a way.
That's
I mean,
true,
we're
that's
not actually pausing and going, but so whichever way that Iago goes, Snozwoop will also be going that way.
Okay, so basically going into the movement, Iago, move over to you, to what you're doing in this immediate action as this mist is starting to crawl its way up the tree very rapidly.
I am going to attempt to flee as best as I can. I don't have any good ways of flying.
You don't have a glide?
No.
Huh.
I'm a Kenku.
Oh, I thought all the birds had some sort of glide.
Kenkus wish they could.
They're like penguins.
They yearn to,
Ah.
but they cannot. But I do have a spell that I could use. And we all understand that, sitting on your spells can be good, but I'm going to use this spell. I'm going to polymorph myself into a bird.
So does it look like the cloak and the clothes just sink into your skin and suddenly you're naked?
I mean, sort of, yeah. And I get smaller. I turned into a raven. And I'm gonna fly.
That's magnificent. Okay.
Because that is the best option I've got. How far can ravens fly?
I think they got
Maybe.
60 feet or 40 feet.
50 feet.
50. Oh, I hit either side of it.
Yep.
That was close, though.
Very close. Make sure I could actually turn myself into a raven, and I can. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to turn into a raven, and I'm going to... my plan is to make sure I keep everyone following me, but also to make sure I definitely am nowhere near this devouring dark.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay.
And I'm flying.
I will ask you then, real quick, what direction were you flying?
The direction we'd been heading the whole time, or at least the direction towards Hada that I would be taking them.
Roughly northeastern direction, yeah.
Yes.
So, heading that direction, going that way, absolutely. Nal and BT, how are the two of you leaving this tree?
Well, I'm going to look down at Big Ten and ask, you wouldn't happen to have any sort of fancy way to get us down, yeah?
Well,
I admit I did, but I was too tired to realize it.
Okay, fall it is. I'm going to take a few...
How much area is this darkness taking up? I thought it was covering up as far as I could see.
It's covering up a certain... For you, inside your primordial sight, it's difficult to tell. Using just your normal eyes, it's kind of spread out a little bit as it's crawling up the tree. Now it's stopped spreading out. It's about a 10-foot radius around this tree itself, but you're up high enough that you can't see the whole bottom. It was covering that general area of where you could see. Foliage and other tree branches beneath you.
I can do practically the same thing Snoz just did, and that's about it.
Although we did early in the campaign allow that Misty Step, you could hold a person and Misty Step.
Size categories, yeah, we had that with Dimension Door, mixed it up early, but just ran with it.
So grab it, we'll be Misty stepping and then falling.
Falling a good 10 feet.
Alright.
But luckily a cat always lands on their feet.
So I'm the last one up in this tree, yeah?
Hey, are you coming with me?
Oh, yes. If I can, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, grab me and come with me.
As we begin that 10-foot fall, I am going to bonus action rage.
Okay. Now you're raging, that would have been 5, but you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you land. And BT, that's a 3. Turned into whatever it turns into. I think it's going to be 1 ultimately for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1. I have to take 1 damage.
You have to take 1. Minimum of 1. Right. You've all made onto the ground, then using movement to follow after Iago as they fly off. This is difficult terrain, so Schnozzboop's only moving 10 feet per round right now. When they use actions and other things to increase that, they can get up to 20 feet per round. Very, very slow. The mud sinks up to his thighs.
Well...
And as you start running, this darkness does creep back down and starts moving after you all. And with Schnozzboop's pace, it will catch up.
I'm going to grab Snozzboop and run because I have 40 feet of movement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have no say in the matter. I am holding you by the back of your shirt like you're a baby.
What
like a
kind
dad
of
holding a baby.
trees are we surrounded by?
Hang on, you can grab by the back of the shirt and just hear as he pulled out of the mud on the ground. You a lot of, I don't know what they're called, big leafy ones. Think like redwood, maples.
So we agreed that they could hold weight.
Yeah, you were just sleeping in them.
Yeah, they were holding. Yeah.
In that case, as my friend here picks me up, I will turn him into a giant ape. So he can swing through the trees.
Okay. Used to weird stuff happening when I rage.
You pick him up.
In fact, that's fair. I think it happens on accident. I don't even believe that you do it to me. And I just go with it.
Wait, hang on. We never rolled for your percentile chance. Roll a percentile chance
right.
real quick.
That's right.
No, that's so funny.
I know, roll a percentile for your magic chaos. Doesn't chaos happen now every time you rage?
No, it's only when I choose to.
Oh, choose to, okay.
That's the, what is it? Wild Surge.
Right, okay, cool.
No. You're 100% right.
Oh.
When I enter rage.
So we do need a roll.
Yes.
Lose your hair or turn blue. That would be funny.
I'm gonna look up little sheet.
A giant blue ape.
Or a giant hairless ape.
Everyone would be looking at him thinking like he's a bamboo. While we do that.
Okay, got it. 93. Oh, this is just a simple one. I become even more athletic. I have advantage on all strength, constitution, and dexterity checks for the next minute.
Amazing.
Oh,
that's good.
So my muscles just get a little bigger. That's from a D100 wild magic surge.
That works wonders.
So.
As you pick up this small little gnome that's struggling to run through this strange blackness behind you, it seems to engulf more than it really embodies itself. It's coming after you all. Pick him up and then feel this pinch of magic. Nah. As you turn into a very large ape.
Okay, I'm gonna put, if you allow me to do some stuff real quick, I'm gonna I'm gonna like toss Snozboop up, that way he lands on my shoulder and hangs on by the fur, and I'm going to pick up Big Tin and start swinging.
Heavy.
I'm gonna start. Hey, I have advantage on strength checks, son.
You do have advantage on strength checks. Yeah, go for it.
And because I'm raged, I can also...
And this is a giant ape, right? So...
Yeah.
BT is medium size right now. Schnozboop is super small.
Well, that... good thing I got... was it just a strength, or is this a athletics? They're both the same, but they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. But I thought I'd ask.
Let's go with athletics.
All right, that's a 14.
14.
Yeah, with advantage was a nat 1 and a 5.
Oh, so. Gross. Okay. Well, with the 14, you get your paw around BT to pick up, but you've got mud on you from picking up Schnozboop, and it just slips in the grip. But BT's still as fast as you moving through the trees.
Okay. I go a-swinging.
40 feet of climb, 40 feet of speed for the giant ape. So, unimpeded 40 feet.
Just 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
You keep going. Iago, how long do you keep the pace of running?
Until it is no longer within sight and I feel safe enough to slow down.
So all day.
Probably. No, I have an hour of polymorph, so.
Yeah, I assume my polymorph is the same, so you'll be a giant ape for an hour.
Cool.
Confirmed. Concentration
Yeah.
up to an hour.
Concentration up to an hour. Because you added the until I feel safe, you go up to that hour. You've heard horror stories of the Devouring Dark. When it catches, for lack of a better way of putting it, the scent, it keeps tracking for a while. Like even now, even after an hour of running at strong pace, you're fairly sure it's still after you.
All right. When we start to slow down and I turn back into my normal self, I'm going to turn to the others and I'm going to say, we have to go as fast as we can continuously for the rest of the day because that thing is still behind us. It is death. It will continue to follow until it either catches scent of something else or loses interest.
What is it?
It is referred to as the moving death or the devouring dark. And it is one of the many horrible gases within this, the Glob Shack. Pretty much every gas in the Glob Shack should be avoided at all costs. This one especially.
Is there a lot known about it?
Well, what is known is that things die when they get touched by it.
Does it eat metal?
I'm not willing to test that.
Well, I mean, have you ever found bodies after they've been devoured? Is there anything left?
I assume we're still
Yeah.
moving while this conversation's happening.
Yes, definitely. I'm not going to stop. I am going to continue moving. It's just I'm at a slower pace now because I'm not a raven. I'm going to pause for a beat, look directly at BT, and then say, nobody really wants to look for the bodies afterward with the fear that it might still be in the area, so no.
Okay.
It is I can't say the most dangerous, but it is one of the most feared.
You just hear me go, ooh, 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 ooh.
You're not an ape anymore. It's been an hour.
It said up into the hour, you know? You cast it a little bit later than he did, so.
You're right, like 6 seconds.
I just imagine Nell doing that as himself.
It's him turning back into Nal. He's just going, ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, no, that sounds like a good idea.
Were we all in the same tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we were sleeping, yeah.
We get moving.
Yeah. And go for as long as possible.
Moving through the course of the day, I need someone to roll another percentile dice.
I'm on it.
And ideally, I am keeping an eye out for more gases and other things to keep an eye out for.
Go for it. Give me a perception check.
25 on the
25.
percentile.
Nice.
15 on the perception.
15 on the perception. Yoga, as you're going through, your natural 20 of a survival check earlier. It's a natural 20. We always consider those critical, and I count criticals even for skill checks, because why not? You're on course from the start and heading in the right direction. And with a 25, there we go. You get the beginning of the day was a little colder. It's kind of like in deserts and sometimes some places can get really, really, really cold during the night. Lob shacks operate a little more strangely. Got cold at the night, started getting very heated, so very hot. I wanted to say heated and just ran with it. Wrong word. Got very hot at around midday. When that sun passed over its zenith, the temperature plummets quickly.
Ooh.
So the point where, at the end of your day, you can see in the air these little... the humidity in the air is freezing. So it's like floating ice crystals all around you. Makes traveling a little bit easier. If you wanted to travel through the night, you can gain probably another few more miles than normal, as the ground is starting to freeze as well.
But it would be cold.
But it would be very, very cold.
Well, I'm going to, while we make that decision, while we talk about it.
I mean, I'm just following whatever Iago says for me to do at this juncture.
I'm going to take out a torch and a tinderbox. I'm going to light the torch up. And then I'm going to say, well, what's the decision, gentlemen?
It would be wise to continue. Very wise to continue. In fact, possibly, I say we continue. It will be cold, but it would be very wise to continue.
I'll follow your advice, Iago, with home turf and all.
Everyone keep your eyes out for more strange things, much similar to that black gas. Especially keep your eyes out for that black gas. Yeah.
Understood. I'm going to have a little snack of beef jerky while we continue moving.
Little road jerky?
From the rations. Road jerky. It sounds like a euphemism for something really horrific.
Yeah. Seeing as you're traveling through the night, give me another percentile roll.
I'll do this one.
No, this one.
81.
81, okay. He's on the happier end of things.
Yay!
Yay, is right. Yay. I do need, for the environmental condition though, I need everyone except for BT, who is a machine and doesn't suffer these things, to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't suppose this counts as magic?
It does.
Okay.
What?
It does count as magic. That is a good question. Thank you, Peter.
I will take it. Okay. Well, we might have a shot then. We don't have a shot. No shot.
No. No.
Nope. That's a 5.
That's a
Rolling
5.
with advantage.
16.
I got 23.
23. Okay. 5, 16, 23. Schnozboop, you gain a level of exhaustion from traversing through this weather, huffing and puffing, freezing. The snot is literally just accumulates. At one point, one even just goes down a little bit, then freezes. Though you do hear Chaos giggle a little bit. He might have had something to do about giving you a snot. Snotsicle? Snotsicle? Snotsicle. There we go. However, I do need to do something actually for this day, because I've just rechecked my date timeline. As you start to traverse through here, Schnauzboop, chaos just pops up around your head, kind of head on top of your head, wrapped around. It's like,
so, how you liking the Glob Shack?
You're kind of weird.
Well, Philemon, it is tough to move around. Is my main takeaway. Also, that gas that tried to kill us wasn't ideal.
Yeah, what is up with that? It looked
reportedly,
funny.
It just kills stuff. Pretty rude.
It just
Not
looked
very
like
friendly.
nothing to me. Weird. I didn't like it.
Sure. I mean, you're well served not to like it. Seemingly. How do you like it, Philemon? The Globshacks.
Well, I mean, I kind of like it. It's weird. There's strange things in here. I see a lot of strange stuff, too. You have no idea. Some of these creatures, they look funny. Hey, speaking of, he's nice, Boo. Does you think it would be funny if... No! No! Then he poofs. And Schnauzboop, you are filled with the deepest sorrow you've ever felt.
Even when my wife died.
It would be a equivalency therein.
Okay.
You can tell it's all coming from chaos. Like, this isn't your own. This is something coming from your bond with him. It's overpowering.
Okay. Big Ten. I don't know what's happening. But Philemon is so sad.
Hey, Ethan.
Do you feeling anything?
Roll a percentile for that wild magic again. Carry on. Sorry, Peter.
No worries, I shall.
Do I directly feel anything at the moment?
I guess I was referring to your link with your primordial.
You don't.
Okay. No.
What would make Philemon sad? Such a level.
Wild magic surge. If I die within the next minute, I immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell.
While Schnauzboop is saying this to you all, around his feet, the foliage is rapidly dying, then coming back. Leaves that were just normal leaves attaching themselves to the ground and returning as a flower, then dying again and returning as a leaf, then dying and returning as a vine. The environment is rapidly changing and altering itself, but also dying in the process. And it's emanating from Schnauzboop. BT, when you look at this through your primordial vision, it's like waves are just rippling through the fabric of reality, changing it and altering it at will.
Well then, I think this deserves a little contact with destruction. What's going on, sir? See if he's available.
It's a moment before he replies, but he does answer and says, I don't know, but there was a shift. Something just changed. And not in a good way.
The whole cycle or local?
Local, yes. But it could do with a cycle, too.
I'll tell Snosby that something has changed reality, but I don't know what yet.
Oh yeah, you can definitely say that. I just wild magic surged, and I am not enraged.
Oh, that
I'm
wasn't
gonna,
from you. It was you rolling for Snosby. That's what triggered the plant effects. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry for the confusion. There you
yes.
go. You have the chart, so I made you roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I don't think we're in immediate danger, but something has changed, and I guess not for the best.
I'm gonna give this a try. Probably will do nothing, but
he forgot his instrument. While he's away, everyone, go check out the merch store where you can get this shirt. It's smooth. He's so much fun. He looks like a little Einstein.
Much happier though.
Much happier days. Before he became an adventurer.
Oh, I was much happier looking Einstein.
Oh, that
may be true too. Well, I don't want to hold us up. I'm going to try to cast level 1 Bless on Philemon.
Okay. Cast a level 1 Bless on Philemon.
I'm here to help. That's what it is.
You could still feel the connection. You're not sure where he goes whenever he just poofs away, but you can always still feel that connection, and there's a little bit of a warmth to the touch. Well, go ahead and give me an insight check.
I guess I cast it on up to 3.
Yeah, up to 3 people.
So I will also cast it on myself, and I will cast it on Big 10.
Nice. Big 10, you're blessed.
And what does that do for me?
Hashtag blessed.
Gives you a D4 on... I think it's
saving throws and attack rolls.
Yeah.
So, but not for what I'm about to do.
No. Not for skill rolls.
That is an 18.
An 18. There is a little bit more to his retreat than just pure sorrow and sadness. Whatever this is, he's going to need a little time, and you can get that from just the response that you get back from your little ditty and song.
Okay, well, in that case, I will say out loud, it seems as though my good companion Philemon is potentially okay, but may need some time, so best to just keep on, and we'll see what comes of it.
Keep on walking.
Is it still changing?
The ground around him? It is still changing, but it's calmed. Like instead of looking at waves in a storm, you're looking at waves in higher winds.
The whole time this is going on, Iago is continuing to keep an eye out. Very aware of surroundings, very wary of surroundings.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
That's going to be a 22 with the natural 20. I am on fire today.
Yikes. That's a dapper roll. Okay. Natural 20.
That's the second one. Use a different die. Starting to get worried.
Iago, as you're looking around, having this conversation, you turn and examine a spot and then move your eyes back a moment and look at something and think, really looks like an eye. And then it blinks. As in, it is an eye. You're looking at someone right now. They're looking at you.
I'm going to quickly look around for anything specifically associated with a certain group. And then well, as it hasn't seemingly attacked us yet, I will nod to it and continue on.
Oh, when you look around and then look back, it's gone.
Oh, wow. When they finish their conversation, I will look back and I will say, don't be alarmed. You're not alone.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're all together.
Long-suffering stare into Nal, then continues.
Which, as a reminder, he looks like a tiny little plague doctor.
Question about the world.
Yeah.
Are there sort of, I don't know, universal glyphs or symbols or things of that nature that are in wide use?
There are, yes. And so there are arcane glyphs that are used on a regular basis. So those usually, when you see them around, they have like an enchantment attached to them in some portion. You do know of some societies that use glyphs for just general signing, like one could perceive to say like this way for the bathroom or that way for the kitchen, that kind of idea, as opposed to spelling it all out. They just use a symbol instead.
Okay. I'm going to assume that there is a glyph for friend and or friendship. Is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment, especially coming from the culture that you come from the Uptulans.
Great. As we walk along, because it's a new day after all, I'm just going to scribble that glyph on passing trees as we walk.
Okay. Nice. Give me a sleight of hand check. Let's see how well you do this on a quick basis.
Okay, don't mind if I do. What is this? Okay. Not very good. 17.
17. No, that's decent. Good enough. It's not the finest work, but it's very obvious that it is a symbol of friendship.
Sweet.
Very quick interjection. Yeah. Very quick. Snozboop, you were so lucky I did not roll the thing that was right next to what I just told you, because where can I find it again? I just saw it. You roll a d10, your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If the roll is odd, you get younger. If the roll is even, you get older. That's right next to it.
Boy. If you were even, we would have just had to kill Snozboop. Like, he has a heart attack during the process.
Okay. Well, you did. So
I love the marshes.
Good news, everybody.
This place isn't dangerous at all.
And it says, oh, that's permanent too. That one's permanent.
Uh-huh.
There's no end to that one.
I think only a wish spell could undo that, but a wish spell could do so
Mhm.
many more powerful things. But you do travel all night. It is primarily just the weather that's the main issue, and then that one occurrence towards the start of it. At the end of the night, the temperature does start to ease up a little bit. Do you all continue, or do you stop for a short rest or a long rest? Because if you continue, I'm going
I
to need
recommend.
a con save from everyone for another potential exhaustion.
Snozboop will fail miserably.
I suggest everyone get some rest.
I'm going to call on the wisdom of the swamps. Do I feel like it might be safe to at least take a short rest?
Give me a survival check.
Out of curiosity, is the wisdom of the swamps an official thing, or did you just make that up?
I just made that up.
Cool.
Though I did have the debate as to whether or not to make it an official thing.
I'm taking a picture of this.
Is it another natty 20?
Good lord.
Yes, it's another natty 20.
Yeah.
This one is the second one in a row.
Ladies and
I rolled
gentlemen,
a 1 and a 5 earlier.
has the GM's curse, but in the reverse. To where when he's the GM, he never gets natural 20s, but a bunch of 1s.
It's always
when
ones.
he's a player, it's always 20s. And
it's ridiculous.
I played with him in person. This is constant. It's always been there. It's been a decade of witnessing this.
We brought the right guide for the job.
You sure did, yes.
It's also this dice. This set of dice love me.
You have actually managed to find what could be called a more permanent camping location that caravans would take and would stop around. So you're on like one of those old forgotten roads. This area, you've not been using the main road, but this area was at one point a path until, as you know, the forest moved, or the marshes moved, and things got messed up a little bit. But up above, in one of these trees, a very big one, there is a small shack-like building that's been built into its branches. You can barely see through all the foliage. But with a natural 20, you get that. So yeah, this is actually the perfect place to take a short rest.
Yeah. Iago points up. Good place for rest right there. Let's go ahead and take a short one.
JP, just in case it matters, as far as Philemon is concerned, my glyph on tree was my chaos for the day.
Oh, nice. You know what? How many did you leave?
I mean, I probably did that for a good hour. An hour of putting that on trees.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
If anyone was following us, they certainly know where we're going.
And that we're friends.
Right. Now, do you all use this? I'm going to call it a blind for lack of better terminology. There we go. I can speak good, peeps.
Yeah, probably would be wise.
Mm-hmm. We get to climbing.
Now let's take a
I'm
look.
gonna need help getting up this tree.
Yeah, there are definitely portions where Schnorsboop's gonna need help. He's too short for areas.
And I am literally exhausted and old. So assist. Por favor.
I will give him assistance.
And by assist, please carry me.
Carry me like a baby daddy.
Are you carrying him now?
A little thing on the front of my chest.
Like a little baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Alright, I am gonna go through real quick your inventories. and get rid of a certain little something.
No.
Now I already got rid of it on yours, so you can refresh your Beyonds.
Okay.
Schnozboop, you never had one. Naughty, naughty.
What? What did I have
You know
or
what?
not have?
I'm going to delete
Bedrolls.
that instead. Bedroll. I'm getting rid of your bedrolls. I just got rid of your blanket,
Oh, right.
Schnozboop.
Oh.
Your blanket's gone. Iago, I'm killing your bedroll.
Yep, ideal.
There you go. You all have no bedrolls anymore. You had to leave those behind. It would have taken way too long to. Backpacks?
Oh,
Absolutely. I can see you grabbing your backpack in a flee from the darkness, but bedrolls, aka the hammocks that are wrapped up, nah, that takes too long.
Fair enough. I thought this guy who was looking at it just stole all of our beds for fun. / rudeness.
So you camp
No,
up
we left
inside
those
this
behind.
old, dilapidated structure inside this tree. When you open the door, it opens with a creak. Very lopsided, gets caught partway through because one of the boards at the bottom is bowed upwards through age. Catches it. BT has to squeeze it. Now would actually too, because of shoulder size. You'd have to squeeze through the door, but the other two, you're perfectly fine. It's big enough and sturdy enough to fit all of you. You can easily take a short rest. Or even a long rest if you wanted to. However, Iago would know traveling at night in the Glob Shacks is generally a bad idea.
I mean, the only reason we just did it was because we were fleeing something worse, so.
And the cold snap.
And the cold snap, yeah.
Nosboop's exhaustion will not go away from a short rest. He needs to take a long rest for that one at least.
Snozboop does not look good. I'll just say that. Exterior-wise. Doesn't look good.
Iago is going to check on all his companions. And then, is there a way to keep an eye on what's below and beyond our little shack?
Yeah, this thing would be designed specifically to be able to see below as well. So you've got a good sense of peripheral vision. Some of it is blocked. So for like player-wise, I would be increasing the DC, like if you're trying to see certain things. Mainly because the foliage has outgrown in ways where they couldn't control it because it's an abandoned location at this point. But you can see a wide angle of views from up here.
Okay. And then I'll look at Schnozboop. And then I'll say, perhaps it would be wise to take a long rest and then have a very short period of travel before we rest again.
That sounds like a great idea. Snozboop immediately just falls on the floor, rolls up, and falls asleep.
Do not want to travel during the night. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, agreed. Who's got first watch? Other than Big Ten.
I will.
I'll take morning. I'll take the third. And it'll just be the middle one. It'll just be Big Ten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
First watch, give me a perception check.
Let's see if I roll another 20 somehow. It was not.
Ooh, 9.
14.
14? Wrong mouse, that's why. 15. BT, when you're looking around, are you using all of your sights?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Just constantly rotating them.
Perfect. Whenever you see...
I'm channel surfing the forest. Maybe one eye, one vision, one eye, the other vision.
Just flip-flops every now and then, just to keep it unique. Whenever you see Schnozboop through this first watch, those pulses from him still kind of happen a little bit. Some of the pieces of wood underneath him look very fresh and new, and also maybe even a different genus of the rest of the wood, which is weird. But it's slowed massively. It's small waves at this point. Iago, you see nothing. It's a calm morning. Lots of chirping animals around you, which you know to be a good sign. It means there's no major predators around you. So, calm and simple for right now.
It would definitely go dead quiet if what was following us was anywhere nearby.
Yep.
Well, as I prepare myself to rest, then I will look over at BT and I will say, keep an ear on the noise, because if it goes quiet, that is an alarm. And I will.
Second watch. Give me some rolls here.
Good lord.
Steadily worse. That's an 11.
Oh. Another pop. An 11. Yeah, it's cycling through. There's... At this point, you've been in here for a few days. There's something weird about your primordial vision. And you're starting to like get that side of whenever you're looking at a picture and there's something wrong with it, but you have never been able to tell, but after 3 years you finally go, oh, that's it. Like you start feeling that edge of emotion when destruction says in your head, Wrath is dead. And that's where we're going to be, and see you all next week. Ta-ta for now.
What?
May have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. Repeat